Hey guys, my name's George M. Churchill, and I started Markay Motors a while ago, and I'm finally getting around to doing it because I had to go through a bunch of other stuff. But here's the gist: I'm tired of breathing fumes from car exhausts that are poisoning me in the neighborhood and causing brown clouds to appear over cities and stuff like that. And while gasoline is cool that it got us to where we're at now, it's also at a point where we know better than to keep doing using that same old gasoline that's poisoning the environment with its exhaust. And we love our engines, our internal combustion engines. So the first phase of Markay Motors is going to be sexy and hot. We're going out using the latest technology, going to find cars. I already got my first car that I'm going to put toward the project. It's a Camaro. It's incredible. I took it cross country and back, but it costs too much money to go back and forth with the gas prices being $5 a gallon and whatnot in California, and it's just going to get worse until we do something about it. So this will be just like electric cars first came out. They didn't have plug-ins, and then people would convert. Like I bought a Prius that was had been converted to a plug-in Prius. It was an older one of the first ones that had come out, but 10 years later or whatever. And that thing was great. You could plug it in and charge it. And now it was like, hey, we're not polluting the environment. Um, well, if you take hydrogen, if you take salt water and you put drop drop a 9-volt battery in a cup of salt water, it'll start bubbling. The bubbles is the salt water breaking up through electrolysis, causing hydrogen and oxygen. Those two gases, when you spark a match to it or spark plug, will ignite and explode just like gasoline in a car engine does. And whatever doesn't explode recombines into water, and that's the only exhaust that you would have. So it's way more efficient and it's clean burning, and we don't want to give up all our old cars. There's a bunch of them out there. Um, but like this gardening company that it started off selling wasn't making money, but they were started off by, for the planet, growing in urban cities, urban gardens, you know. We could do the same thing now with cars. First, they started selling to restaurants, the high end that needed it a lot, that would pay a lot for it. People love sports cars, they pay a lot for it. But like me, I don't want to drive my car no more because it burns gas and it pollutes the environment. So we could pick these up probably on the cheap, um, and convert them to. There's a couple of videos I put links to that show you how you take salt water, how do you make it safe, it's the container for hydrogen and oxygen, so you don't have to build a container anymore. You just gotta, the salt water is the container. You just stick it in a little container like this. Put some steel metal plates in there that are stainless that won't rust. A whole bunch of them. The more surface space you got, stick 2-car batteries attached to it to inputs and out, and then boom, hydrogen starts and oxygen starts getting generated from it. I saw a guy, he had it switched that it would go on and off based on turning the headlights on and off. He used connected it at the headlight, the powers to this thing. It starts bubbling, it runs it through another little bubbler to prevent backflow. Pipe out of that, he put it into the air manifold, and boom, the thing was running with hardly using any of the regular gas engine. It was just using the bubbles. And you get a ton. I mean, you get so much more gas out of a little thing of this of salt water than you do. You don't need very much to go cross country. You could probably use one of those and I'd get you cross country. And it's just salt water. So I don't know what we're waiting for. I'm frustrated, tired of waiting for, no offense, but our president took $100 million from the gas companies and got elected. And I don't see no gas changing. I walk down the street every day and fumes kill me during rush hour. I can't do it. I'm so pissed off at them, but they're too big to change. And the only way to probably get them to change is to start making this stuff and creating conversion kits and have them, get the gas stations back in business, converting these cars. We'll make the kits, put them in the gas stations, and these gas companies can then start latching on to the new technology, which stops polluting the planet and starts cleaning it up. In addition to just making a cargo, you could do this to trains, you could do it to planes, you can do it to buses, steamships, steamliners, or yeah, the boat liner, the international water shipping in and out of the country, right? All this stuff you could use for gardening. You could turn a guard you could have ride over grass, and it'll water the grass with the exhaust. You could use these things on dirt roads and prevent dust from flying up because the exhaust is water, and so that keeps the grass, the dirt, a little heavy, and stops it from wind kicking up and killing the farms that are around these dirt roads. So it's a win-win-win all over the place. Big companies, they know the timing is right. It's got to happen. We can't keep doing what we're doing. The world can't keep fighting over oil. It's just destroying the environment for breathing, us humans. So let's get on it. What I plan on doing is um, I got to hire some people to do it. I got a CDL license, so I can drive a truck with a trailer, invest in those babies to go. Maybe people want to donate their old vehicles toward the cause. Investors want to put in. You guys can probably get one of the first ones, that come off the line. I got to hire a bunch of mechanics. Thing's going to become a college, Basically, we're just going to take this technology and slap it into the latest things, and we can get rid of gas tanks eventually, save a lot of weight. So everything's going to be more efficient, more powerful. I mean, we got batteries that are coming out. They're going to help, but this is another option. And, we're all working together right now to fix the environment so we can keep living longer. So this is one step, and I don't see anybody else really doing it. It's like, come on, what are we waiting for? And me personally, I became disabled with Crohn's disease after busting my ass. I was a computer programmer. Before that, I was a truck driver. Went through a few bad marriages, and I'm bored with that whole scene. But I met a lot of people in California. I've been there 25 years roughly, I think. I went in there when I was mid 20s, and now I'm 51. Getting bored of, I mean, I mastered asteroids as best I could, missile command, uh, and I'm good with getting along with a bunch of people, and getting people to work together. So asking any of my friends out there if you can find them. They're out and about having a good time waking up the world and breaking the rules to fix what's broke. You know what I mean? So let's do this.